Hello, and welcome to another Team Nerd Herd podcast. Cover lovers here on Nerdvana channel. I am West Coast Big Rob. And once again here on a Monday evening, talking some cool comics, and I am with
Dale and Mike. How's it going, everybody? Good to see everybody again. It's a good week. We're on spring break at school, so I get to chill. I had a nice, easy day today, organizing all my crap because I couldn't walk into my closet anymore. So I had to get it all like organized and up in the attic and all that kind of thing, wherever it's going to go on the shelf.
Your museum?
Yeah, my museum. Yeah, exactly. But it gets overwhelming. So it's like, shush. Oh my God, shut up. It's like purging all the time. There's got to be purging all the time. So
yeah.
Yo, how you doing today? You good? What are you talking about, Owl? The Ewok?
He's a big boy now. He's 4 years old.
He's 4. He turned 4 days ago.
Before you know it, he'll be at kindergarten.
Unbelievable. I know. One more year. It's crazy. It's unbelievable how fast it happened. But you can take him.
We do have Jeff with us, but he is in a bathroom break because he just got off another show. So he had to go to the restroom. So
he is literally pulling double shift today. So
and
30 seconds in between shows.
Yeah, Alonzo couldn't make it today. He's has some situations he has to deal with, so he couldn't make it today. And so, are you ready, Mike?
I am ready. Let's dive in. We got a lot of slides to go through today.
I know we got a ton of stuff that, of course, Alonzo curates cover lovers for us, and he actually gave us a nice presentation here. Let's get this started. Let me share the screen for you guys. So. Let's see what can we make you go out there and spend your money on,
or keep you from spending your money on.
Yeah, and I think there's unfortunately quite a bit this week. So, all right, let's take a look on that positive note. Incentives. So the first slide we have here is Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods #1. We have the
Big Rob. Big Rob, did you do the brand deals and stuff?
Oh. You know what?
I think we have to do it, sir. It's you have to do it.
Yeah, my apologies. I forgot. So before we even pop off, so look at that picture. Remember it. We'll come back to it. So let me actually show a few little notes here before we move on. So let's see here. Oh, there it is. Use the code Nerdvana 14 for 30 days. Eliminate cover price for only 99 cents. When you go to cover price, you want to subscribe, type in Nerdvana 14. You get 30 days for 99 cents. Great application, tons of information. I highly recommend. I use it. Awesome app. And of course, don't forget to use TNH10 for 10% off your purchase on Berg City Comics. Always great stuff every week. TNH10, 10%. And of course, I totally forgot everything. Damn. Follow our resident DJ Instagram. I got excited. I got a ton of slides.
You wanted to see the covers. Just say it.
I know. Follow our resident DJ on Instagram, Beats by Monster. Of course, Eddie, Beats by Monster. And of course, don't forget for our moderators, our wrench folks on the chats, for Horseman, Santeria #1, Some Team 1, the Items Terra, and Legend 2K. Now,
I can get to the chat real quick, and then we'll get to the stuff.
Look at Jeff trying to steer me the right way.
What's going on, GTK Comic? Thank you for coming by. We really appreciate you at the other show, so really appreciate your support. Apollo, what's going on, Apollo? Of course, you're always first. And 19 Cohiba 75, thank you for dropping in. Go Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Sorry.
Nice.
Apollo Cruz. Look at that. Pass versus pass. I mean, he already got ahead of you. And then look who's here. Trish is here.
Trish.
Hey, Trish. I hope you're doing okay.
Yes, as do I.
If you need anything, you let us know, okay? Even if it's just to forget.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. We love you, Trish. Hope all's well. And guess what, sir? We can get started. We can look at all the covers now.
Now I'm talking about world baseball. That's a good up. He was right up. Yeah. So let's get to our first pair here. It's a versus. Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, #1, as I mentioned already. Mike Cho at 125. Daniel Sampere, 1 in 50. Foil. I'll start this one. because I actually do like these covers. Both of them. I think they're pretty awesome. Which one would I pick if I had to spend money? I would pick the Mike Cho 125 because I just love the cool Greek art in the background, that whole Greek mythology, ancient Greece art vibe in the back, and I do love the 1930s Shazam on the front of it. So it's just kind of a mesh of art there, but it's cool in a way. It makes sense somehow. I love the lighting, the glow on his shoes, the glow on his chest, his rugged Dick Tracy face, you could say. I think it's really cool, but the Wonder Woman is nothing to laugh at, nothing to talk smack about, I think. It's a foil, though, so maybe the fellas will give me more insight on that. How about you, Jeff? What do you think?
Well, first of all, I was muted, so
Win.
Okay. There are issues with both, but also both have some good merits. Okay, maybe not the one on the right so much, because I'm over the negative space variant, and I don't. Okay, so this yellowish, goldish color is so blah and bland that I kind of don't dig it. I know it's more of like the 80s Wonder Woman color of the comics, right? Like it's more of that muted color.
Yeah, because the 4-color process, they couldn't do it back then.
Exactly, right. They could. There's only so many colors you could actually have on the comic book. They couldn't get that far. So I get that. I like the old logo, but I don't like her face. That's probably killing me. It's mostly her eyes. Like looks like she's falling asleep, standing up.
Hi, Doreen. Thanks for stopping in.
And so I don't know how that foil is going to look on this cover. The Mike Cho, I kind of dig it for the simple fact that it does feel like a old 60s cartoon. That's that feel, that drawing. So like I kind of dig that. I dig the pattern on the bottom. The background is cool. It's like one of those old paintings on like a mosaic wall. Yeah, like it's so that's like a relief is what they would call it, right? So that's cool. I dig that. He doesn't seem proportioned correctly, even at the angle it's at. So it feels a little off. He feels really short.
This comment just immediately ruins this cover for me. It's the sun in her eyes, and she's squinting.
I feel like she's falling asleep or squinting. That's what ruins it for me too. So
she's just as bored of this cover as we are.
That's why I'm going with the Cho. The Cho. I really like the Shazam face. Honestly, I like the symbol. I like how it's bright. I like the cape. I just feel like his body is really short. He looks like a little kid, actually.
Mike.
Yeah, sorry about that. So here's the thing. I feel like the Wonder Woman is potentially a huge missed opportunity. I have not seen the foil, like an in-hand picture. Because, I mean, with the gold that would be on her costume as foil would look fucking great.
I think that would be brighter and probably be dark, deeper.
Agreed. And so I think it's a huge missed opportunity to do it in this 80s tone because it would have been super cool if that were all like the tiara and everything were all gold for real foil would kind of be sick. Or spot foil. Maybe they could do spot foil for once where it's not the whole cover. It's just those pieces. That'd be
great if they do that.
If it was just her. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think that would be fantastic. But I think this is a missed opportunity. So it's the lazy way to do this, in my opinion. So I kind of hate it as a result. The art itself isn't terrible, and I like some of the choices, some of the 80s choices, sort of the Jose Delbo kind of feel to it. That's the first artist that comes to mind for 80s Wonder Woman. But I really do like the Shazam cover. Whatever the Cho, whatever we want to call that. I love his style. I think he's super underrated. I think he's had a lot of great covers like this that have that kind of sort of late 50s, early 60s aesthetic that I really dig. It almost has a golden age feel to it. Some really cool choices, nice layout, really crisp lines. It pops. It feels like an incentive to me. I really like his work. I'm glad that he's still doing stuff like this. It's kind of an odd character choice for him, but still, at the end of the day, I really like it. That would be my choice anyway. Even if they had done all the good things that we talked about the Wonder Woman had been done, I'd still like the Cho better. The other Cho, as I like to call him, people always forget about. But I really like his work, and I think this is a great example of it for all the reasons you guys already talked about.
Don't you think this Cho version of Shazam would have fit perfectly into that old 60s cartoon of Superman?
Perfectly.
You mean 30s?
Oh, is it the 30s?
Yes, it's older. Yeah, it's older.
Oh,
than that, yeah.
Damn.
But that's just it, though. It has sort of that golden age feel.
Yeah.
So this feels like one of those whatever, the Marvel family books that they did. I mean, this looks like a cover from that series with obviously bumped up color a little bit, but still, just a really cool cover. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like to just follow up real quick on you, Mike. On that Wonder Woman, I think it would be great if they do a spot foil, like maybe just the color parts do not foil it, but the gold actually be like maybe
just
her
tiara, the shield, and her chest,
and her whatever.
Yeah,
bodice.
I can see your preference on that, but I wouldn't even mind that the whole actual frame would be gold as well.
That'd be fine too.
Okay,
that would be fine too. It would be a cool new take on the negative space thing. I wouldn't mind it.
That's too bad, and I don't want to ruin the show because there's an embiggening going on.
Blah. I froze for a second. Okay, let's move on. Next cover. Yeah,
you're right, Apollo. That does look like Perez hair. You're so right.
All right, so let's do this. This is Multiversity. Harley screws up the DCU. This is issue number 1.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, he froze.
I'll start talking about them, I guess. I think these all suck, first of all. But I don't, I mean, they're all way too busy. There's way too much, like this is too manic for me. There's just too much going on in all of them. I like Chad Harden's work, especially on Harley most often. And I've seen, so a buddy of mine got a Chad Harden Harley commission on a blank, and it's one of the nicest commissions I've ever seen in my life. It's beautiful, and I don't know why this is the product that I don't know. I don't like it at all. Is the one over to the right, the far right? Is that the regular A cover?
I believe so. I think that is the A cover. I think that's why Alonzo is a little
yes.
extras to our slides now.
Yes. So that's Amanda Connor? I'm assuming.
Huh?
That's Amanda Connor. I'm assuming.
Yes, it is. That is Connor. Mm-hmm. That is correct.
You gotta stop.
So that is Connor. So
I mean, I guess, I mean, I wouldn't choose any of them, but I guess maybe the overall like trade dress and everything with the Chad Harden is the best of all of them, but I think they all kind of suck, to be honest.
Go ahead, Jeff. Big Rob. No, please.
I'll just have my note real quick. I'll let you. I'll finish up with you, Jeff.
I just don't want you to freeze. That's all.
I know. No, it's good. It always happens. That one has happened at least once every damn. So I kind of the 1 in 25. It's a cover B. It's a splat. It's just an inside art. It's pretty normal. There's nothing bad with it. It's okay. I do appreciate the poster or the print of the classic Batman #1 cover, I believe, and she painted it all over. That's pretty cool little joke there. And the other one is the homage to that classic Flash cover. Just on the art itself, I would pick the 1 in 50, because they're 1 in 50, 1 in 25. I would not buy none of them. I wouldn't recommend none of them because I think they're not worth.
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Big Rob. Did you see this comment?
No.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Wait.
Copy being the 1 in 50.
Mike, look at the comment.
Oh, what in the world? Copy. Seriously, dude?
Copy, are you feeling okay, sir? Or do we need to call the doctor or something?
I want you to type Y. Not just that you are.
This is it.
Oh.
I swear you.
Well, then you must have
so
very
many
full on
homage
boxes
there,
because
Copy.
tis the season for homages. That's for sure. Boy, oh boy. I like Harden's work on Harley, but
What's up, Ronnie? Thank you.
Not in this particular case.
Yeah, I'm with Copy. I would, if I had to pick one, I would go with the Chad Harden, the 150. But dude, I would not pay the prices they're going to be asking for these because I know there's an issue number one. It's a Harley Quinn, and there's always people wanting these, no matter what the art is. And like Copy wants the 150, it's all aesthetic preferences here. So whatever you want to buy, you want to spend your money. I wouldn't recommend it. I think most of the panel wouldn't recommend it here, but people are going to buy them no matter what. These are going to go for ratio or maybe more. Who knows at this point? But I guess the better one is the 150 by Chad Harden. Jeff.
Okay, so I like the concept of Rosmos, but I don't like the execution. And the only reason why I like the concept is because it's like an artist. It's like breaking the fourth wall, right? So
yeah,
I like that concept.
Cool.
But again, it just didn't execute it correctly. The face on Harley just looks weird.
The hands.
Yeah, what were they? Did the hands really need to be there? Do we not understand that she's a small little thing, and that there's a real person that's actually regular size? Like whatever.
They're drawn funny too. The hand size is weird to me.
That was unnecessary, and I would have loved to see more of the cover, right? The original
Batman.
One. Yeah. And as for the other homage, okay, so this feels like a Mad Magazine version.
Yeah,
like they were trying to like this. You would see this in a Mad Magazine, but with like obviously a little bit more over the top. It looks over the top already. Look at Jay Garrick's face, and smashing somebody's head. So I don't know if I necessarily like the art itself either. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not paying 1 in 50 or 1 in 25 for either of them. Like that's just not possible. That's another bad decision. And I think Alonso's right. The A cover does look better,
and that's not saying much.
And it isn't saying much because it looks so damn busy. So yeah. If I had to pick one, I guess I go.
Yeah. You have to.
I have to go with the homage. Damn you, Copy.
Yeah, well, let's not stick around here too long. Let's move on.
We're out.
All right, more DC. Lonzo likes DC. This is the what is this? This is Justice Side of America issue.
Oh no, sorry, Ronnie.
Issue number 3.
I'm having a home meltdown. I have to please excuse me for just a
few. You're no problem.
Everyone is screaming everywhere.
Got you.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, you're fine, man. Kids are kids.
It's everything all at once.
Everything all at once. Congratulations, everything all at once. Won a lot of Oscars last night. Okay,
well deserved.
The 1 in 25 by Stefan Sadowski. And the 1 in 50 by Michael Janin.
That sounds right.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
So what? This is JSA 1.
This is Side of America. Issue 3. Actually, 3.
Issue 3. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Which is 1 in 50.
I probably have one in my pool. That's why.
Okay.
So the 1 in 25. Ugh. Man, when I said the other Harley A cover was busy, I lied. This is busy. And I don't like it busy. Like I can dig the A cover Harley busy. This is too much. I don't know where to focus my eyes. I don't know where they're like what are you leading me to other than just showing me all the characters in this weird formation?
It's a clock.
Yeah, but it's like the random pictures. Like he had this drawing of this character here, he had this drawing of this character here, and just kind of put it all together, right? That's what it kind of feels like. He had a group picture on top, and then just started putting people in. Yeah, so it's all right. Hell yeah, Ki Kwan. The Mikhail Jordan, I actually dig it. Alex Ross type coloring, shading, but obviously not on his level. I just don't. So for something like this, the only thing I have to say bad about it is the little detail he has on most of the characters. It's just lacking in that sense. But I kind of dig it. But I'm not paying 150, so if I have to go to 125. No, well, I picked the 150. I picked the 150.
I'll go next. I'll be more positive.
Yeah,
I don't hate him as much as Jeff does.
Dr. Fate looks good.
I think the 125. I know it's kind of a more whimsical. I don't know, even amateurist art, but it's fine. It still works for me. I don't mind the busyness, to be honest. I do like the clock vibe to it. Like you're looking at a clock of the Justice Society. I wish the art was a lot better. It's a little amateur hour on it, but it has purple, Mike. So you know I'm gonna like it no matter what. But it's at 125. It's not worth that. It should have been a B cover all the way or a C cover. Yeah, and the other one, 150, is just it's the cover A.
I didn't see that. When I saw that, I was like, damn it! I wish I had seen that.
I actually do like the trade dress. I like the gold, and it mixes well with the white. So I like the cover A a lot more than the Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So I would buy that if I wanted to buy this book. It's not bad. It does give me Alex Ross vibes, but in a very amateurish way. But it does still give me that Alex Ross vibe on the on that 1 in 50. But if
this is painted. There's no way this is not a painted art.
Yeah, like I would go cover A, but if I had to pick between these two, I also go for the 125. I just think it's a cooler concept. It's not well executed, but it's a cooler concept. So, Mike,
I hate them both. I really do. I mean, they're really bad. They don't even feel like good B covers to me, to be honest with you. Especially DC's. Look. We're all spoiled, right? Between Middleton and Frisson and Cohen and Selena and Ross for all these years. And I mean,
forget about it. Yeah.
But that's the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not producing somewhere near that bar, unless your style is so different that your thing is, if you're a Scotty Young or you're doing that thing, fine. That's different. That's a different story. That's unique. Nobody else is doing it. It's your thing. Fine. But if you're trying to do realistic art, you better come up to bat against those superstars essentially. Right. And these just don't do it. These should not be incentives. I would not even look twice at these as B covers. And so ergo would not be spending an extra red cent on these as incentives. Don't know whether I do or don't care about the title. It seems to actually be pretty popular right now. Our shops have bumped up orders on these, so these will probably sell if they get them. I guess if I have to choose, I'm going to choose the 1 in 25 because Dr. Fate's on it. And that's super pushing it. Is he even in the other one? No. Yeah, that's the only reason, and that's not a good reason. So these are not good. Certain elements of each of them are okay, right? So Stargirl's fine on the Janine or Janin or however we say that. She's actually pretty good, on the other cover too. Dr. Fate looks fine. Even old school Flash looks kind of funky. I don't know. It's not no one element is particularly terrible. It's way too busy. Way too many colors going on. Same as those Harley covers. I don't know. I don't like either one of them at all. Again, I guess with the trade dress, the 1 in 50 as a B cover or an A cover with the trade dress looks better? ? But not a whole lot better. These are trash. These are hand them back material.
All right, let's not kill a dead horse. Let's keep on trucking. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
No, it's all good, man. We're just DC's now on our graces today. But maybe this one will bring us back. Batgirl 16 to 125 by Robbie Rodriguez. I'll start with you, Mike. What do you think?
I actually kind of like this cover. I like that there's a lot of movement to it. It's not just like what do you call it? Like textbook pose. It's a little different. Lots of purples, cool colors. Things match. There's no clashing going on. It's not too terribly busy. It's obviously stylized, and there's some exaggeration going on with the characters. But I actually overall like the aesthetic of the piece as is.
Jeff?
Ditto. So this is giving me store exclusive vibes because that kind of seems like those are the kind of poses and angles that we usually get from them. So I'm glad that it's on a 1 in 25 instead of like a store exclusive. But I love the background. I actually dig how even different from top to bottom that he chose like the texture of the colors. Right. So I dig all of that. And I kind of like how he like the coloring on Cassandra and the capes and the outfits. So I dig all of that too. So it's different. It's not okay. So I'm not going to say it's like the greatest art, but
no,
it's definitely at least worthy of a 1 in 25 in my eyes for a DC book.
It's got that sort of street art vibe that we've been liking on Miles' books, and some of you guys like the Rose Besh ones. I think this blows Rose away, but it's cool. There's some cool elements to it. No, it's not going to be like the prize of my collection, but there's a little bit too much empty space down at the bottom. I'm assuming that's where the trade dress would go. If they,
I hope that's where they put it,
because there's too much. There's too much space down there. The whole thing should have been pushed down, in my opinion. But
I agree, Shiny.
Yeah, the first two things I agree with you guys in general. The first two things that I think about when I look at this cover, I think of chalk. I think of like chalk drawing on the floor.
Oh, yes.
And I think of a 90s t-shirt, the background.
Yes, tie-dye kind of 90s t-shirt.
With the splatter, paint splatter and stuff.
Yep. Oh,
so
yes.
on that merit, it wins. It's a solid 1 in 25. It's a Batgirl 16. They're doing a 1 in 25 on the Batgirl 16. I don't know. Are they really printing this much of this book?
Can't possibly be.
Here's a funny thing. I don't think there's been one issue without a 1 in 25.
Yeah, DC's out of control, and that's a fact. So I don't know. I'm not really following the market on these. Market-wise, I have no clue what's going on with this. But as the artist held by Rodriguez, I think you should definitely be happy with his art here. It's definitely a winner, and let's move on. Ooh. All right, we got Batman Incorporated number 6, the 1 in 25, but Francesco Mattina. Mike.
No, this is back to the Mattina I don't like. Too dark, too blurry, kind of like way over digital. This does nothing for me. This feels like a look. Matina's been back and forth, and he's had a couple of decent ones over the last couple of weeks, but this is back to the style I don't like. Super over digitized and too smooth, and yuck. I don't like it at all.
Yuck, Jeff.
Okay, I'd prefer you give me a darker Batman cover like you usually do, because I don't like it when he does it. It's like he cheaps out on the details. He makes it so like blurry and muted, and I just why?
He's hiding sins. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, and he's a great artist. I think he's a good artist. With digital wise, I think he's a good artist.
Me too.
This is he's been going far away from his best covers. So I hope he gets back to it. And I think it's because he's also he's done like store exclusives. It's just about every Batman B cover. So I'm out. It just looks like a funky, crappy Moon Knight.
Yeah, it does. Now I can't unsee that. You're right.
It looks like the hobo version of Moon Knight, basically. Yeah, this sucks. Let's move on. All right, let's
Nice.
Wildcats number 5, the 1 in 25 by Chuma Hill. I'll start this one. I like it. It's better than a lot better than the last one, I think. I actually see the picture. It's bright. Has a light in it. So that's a winner.
What's up?
Yeah, it's watercolor. I'm assuming. Looks like to me.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that watercolor marker vibe. I don't know. The kind of vibe that gives it to me. I'm not sure what's going on in the background. That's bullet holes, I guess, on the wall with the Tatooine sun painted on it, or the Japanese flag. I'm not sure. But
We'll go with the Japanese flag.
yeah, let's do that. I dig the katana. Katana's dope. The katanas are dope. The line work, the anatomy, yeah, all looks great. The hair, I love the hair. Chuma Hill, I never heard of you.
Nope.
But it's a great start, at least for my introduction to you. So I dig it. Mike?
Yeah, I actually like this one too. I like the more MAC feel to watercolors than I do the sort of so like using the watercolor to create detail, right? To use the medium to create textures and things. And Mac does that really well, and this Chuma Hill does as well. It's the thing that I often find missing in the Peach Momoko covers, is it just looks like a simple wash and then done. Like no attention to any texture.
No wheatgrass here, Mike.
Well, yeah, no wheatgrass on this one. Yeah. So I do like it. I don't care for the book really. I could care less about it. But at the end of the day, this is a good as Laura would put it, or other people would put it, this is a nice evergreen cover for this character. Really well done, good proportions, nice color, bright. At least the sword is straight. Thank God somebody used a ruler for once. Jeez, oh my God, how many swords I've seen over the last year that are all crooked. It drives me nuts. But yeah, this is good. Not great, but good. And again, for a debut of an artist that I've never heard of, well, maybe not a debut, but debut to me anyway. This is a pretty good start.
I like that comment you passed earlier, Mike. The next piece from Momoko.
The next Momoko?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if Momoko's work looked like this every time, I'd like her. I think she has the potential for her work to always look like this if she had time.
Yeah, if she actually put some time into it, right?
Because the covers that she had time for way back at the beginning were this good.
Yeah, 100%. Jeff, right? Yeah, next.
Yeah, I agree. I actually like it. I actually thought it was Momoko for a minute. You said watercolors. It's got the same kind of
no wheatgrass
style, but right. There was no. I actually thought the bullet holes were like wheatgrass kind of spread all over, but thank goodness it wasn't.
And no crouch pose.
Yeah, no crouch pose. No, she's not within a circle. So
Right.
I really thought it was Momoko. So good job to you, Chuma. I like how I don't know, intense the eyes are, because like she's covering the mouth, she's covering most of the face. Like it's meant to be like that, right? So I dig that. Like you said, the sword is great, the outfit's great, the coloring is great, the shading. So good job. I like it. It's not obviously gonna be cheap, but whatever.
It might be cheap.
Might
be, but I don't know, for this character. It's a nice
centering of the character.
Matina equals Mike proof. You're right. I don't own a single Matina. I don't have one Matina cover, not one single one in my collection. You're absolutely right.
And do we all believe this is a real name, Chuma Hill?
Could be. Why not?
I do like the SIG, the little box with the hill. It's cool. All right, let's move on. Miles Morales. I'm not sure what issue this is. This is the 1 in 25 by Ryan Stegman. Traditional Stegman. Mike?
Not a huge fan of it. It's fun, I guess. But this just feels like an A cover or a B cover to me. This does not feel like an incentive, which always bothers me. Marvel's incentives have not been great lately. I mean, I can't imagine people going to the shop and not buying the Ross variants right now. They're way better than almost every single incentive. And Stegman actually has a better incentive this week, which maybe we're going to get to, but the Hellcat one, or whatever that one is, whatever they're calling that, is a better Stegman. But this is just a cover white noise to me. This is I would barely pay $4 for that.
Let me just interject real quick. I'm not saying much. This would have been a winner for me if they would actually just put McDonald's on the cover.
You can't.
Why not? Licensing, promotion, marketing. Why not?
Because they want to get paid for the advertising on it.
Or at least McDowell's.
That would even be cool.
That would have been freaking hilarious. With the soul glow in the background advertisement.
Exactly. Yeah, a little soul glow billboard in the background.
I'm just saying, you put McDonald's, this becomes a grail for McDonald's covers people. This is like
That's true.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, this would have been a monster book. I believe you. I believe me if it says McDonald's on it.
Whack Arnold's.
They're not thinking outside the box. They're too. That's why Ant-Man is doing what he's doing.
There are.
Disney, Marvel, you're failing. Jeff, go.
So this, I don't know why it's giving me these vibes again, but it's giving me another like store exclusive vibe. Like those bubble tea ones with Silk and Gwen. It's reminding me of that kind of cover, but not done as well. Like I feel. I mean, he's on a sign. It should be a lot brighter. It's a lit up sign.
Yeah, there's that too. I didn't even think of that.
It just doesn't like. It's got to make sense to me. Look, I love Miles. I love. Honestly, I do like covers where they have food on it. Yes, you call me a fatty. I don't give a shit. But I really dig it because it's a superhero being normal, right? Because and I dig all that. So. Yeah, they missed the mark on this. I wish it was just drawn a little bit better. Maybe pick better colors, brightness, etc. I love Stegman, but it doesn't look like a Stegman.
It doesn't. That's what I was just gonna say.
Really? I
thought it doesn't.
When I saw it, I thought this was a signature Stegman to me. But
I think his other incentive for the week looks like a Stegman. Which I don't know if we're going to cover, which is why I'm not mentioning.
It does bother me the way he's chewing too. I don't know why.
That too.
I mean, this is the way he draws his interior panels. This looks like it was just a splash page.
He does this a lot. He does a lot of interior panel covers. I don't ever like Stegman art. It's just like interior panels to me. All right, maybe because he doesn't a lot of interior panels. But okay, let's move on. Immortal X-Men. I don't know what number this is. Somebody help me in the chats. Emanuela Lapacino.
X-Men, it's got to be 2 or 3.
Yeah, probably. I just got one, right? 1 in 25 with a definitely beach blonde hair on this one. All right, let's move on. We got Mike.
I like this. This is cool. This is different. I'm hoping that this is not like a mistake on the interwebs that actually looks like this. But you can do the whole magic sexy thing a billion times. You're never going to beat the few out there that are already incredible, like the Granoff that everybody wants, and there's a few others. But this is a really cool, different take on her going, whatever. I don't know what you call it when she goes sword. When she goes sword, whatever that is got a name. It has a name. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying hi to J2. Sorry.
Yeah, when she pulls out the soul sword, there's probably a name for like what happens to her. But this is really a cool rendition of that. I like it a lot. It has almost a negative vibe to it. But it is kind of a negative vibe, at least her head anyway. There's a little bit of sexiness, but not too over the top. It's laid out really cool. I don't know that it feels like an incentive cover to me. It feels a little bit more like a really good B cover. Oh, Super Saiyan? Cyan? Is that what it's called?
Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, okay.
It's spelled out too.
It feels just like a really, really, really good B cover to me, but even still, I do like this. And I like the way that the stuff interacts with the trade dress, even though I don't really like the trade dress very much. But yeah, I dig this cover. This is cool.
Yeah. This would have been a cool, maybe metallic cover, metal book or foil or something.
Yeah,
some kind of gimmick to this cover. Maybe it would cool. I don't know. Maybe it would have failed, but
I guess you're right. I guess this is Rasputin. Larry, you're right. I think this is Rasputin, not magic, as I look closer.
Oh, that one from Immortal X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Or not Immortal X-Men, I'm sorry. That one Jonathan Hickman series we started with. I forget what it's called, but
yeah, House of X, Powers of X.
Yeah, House of X, Powers of X. Yeah, that's where she comes from. Cool cover. Jeff, what do you think?
So I'm not familiar with her. I'm assuming she's related to them. But I think it's almost there for me. It's almost there in the sense of like, I don't know if the contrast between how she's glowing and the sword is glowing is enough for me. Like, I just need a little bit more, or either like it just feels a little off, but I kind of dig the concept and everything about it. It's okay for 1 in 25. I wouldn't pick it up. That's not for me to pick up. I actually would have liked if it was like little foil or foil cover. So no, I pass. But it's okay. It's just I pass.
Yeah, it's almost there. I don't know if it's 125 worthy though.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that. Like I said, I think it's a really good B cover.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Solid.
I like 3 covers in a row. I know. I must have sickness. Have a fever.
All right, let's move on.
That's right.
Yoda.
Oh, God, no.
You see Yoda. Issue 5. This is from David Lopez. And it says after Luke Ross. I'm not sure what he means by that, but on the cover, if you read it. So, Mike.
This is terrible. I mean, I had the opportunity to take this at cover price today, and I left it in the box. Swear to God. That's how bad I think this cover is.
That says it all.
Look terrible faces. I mean, there's way too much unused space. The colors are terrible. The faces are terrible. It's awful. And honestly, the B and C covers or A and B covers aren't a whole hell of a lot better there.
They suck ass too.
The tree's cool, I guess, if you want like a book about trees. And I guess that's a character that I don't know yet. But Shire or whatever it is.
But Mike, you don't want the lizard baby from V?
No, I don't. Exactly, right? That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh my God, you're right.
Oh, that's so much what it is.
It's the queen.
I want him to see eating a hamster. That's what I want to see.
These are all awful covers, but the worst one of all of them is the 1 in 25. I mean, if I had to take one home, I would take the fucking tree cover home. So I swear to God, that's the best of them. And that is not saying much. These are really bad. Like literally, I could have taken the 1 in 25 for $5 today and didn't do it. That's how much I didn't want it in my long box.
I would take that lizard dude, the Momoko. That might be actually the first cover appearance of that character. Just for
That's true. It probably is.
Yeah. So Jeff, go for it.
Oh my goodness. These guys are funny. The man bun.
Isn't that Black King?
If someone's saying that's Baby Yoda. Okay, if that's Baby Yoda, you kill the whole market and it's over with.
Isn't that a young Black K right there?
Is it?
Is that what that's supposed to be?
I didn't know he was that old.
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he was pretty young, and that may be a young Black K
or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I've been buying them, but I haven't bought one of these yet.
Yeah, it's a definite why. This is as bad as any DC bad incentive.
And I think that's one of those like money grab things. They know that Star Wars fans go ape for incentives, and the people are going to buy it no matter what's on it. And it's really dirty to do that to fans. This is a terrible cover.
I hope the story's good.
Big Rob learned from that. He used to get every incentive cover.
And Ronnie, we are too. I mean, you should see my house, for God's sake. Look around me. I mean,
yeah, you're talking to the choir there, Ronnie.
Yeah. So, and I do not want this anywhere near my home.
Yeah. Yeah, this is no good. I would pass. Easy pass. Not even a hard. I don't have to think about it. This is not good. I'd rather. Is that a Momoko, right? The lizard face.
It is.
It has. I think it is. It is.
Why is Momoko's lizard face one better than this? An incentive. I don't get it. And yeah, forget whatever the hell the other cover is. Yeah, I'd actually pick the Momoko.
Bonsai tree.
If I had to choose, if they forced me to pick one, I'm picking the Momoko. at all of these.
It's
All
the
right,
truth from Sleepy Hollow.
Momoko for the win. All right, let's move on.
Oh boy.
Mike's gonna have
All
a heart
right,
attack.
let's go back to some Alex Ross's villains covers here. We got the Captain Marvel 47, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 4, Captain America Symbol Truth 11, Wolverine 31, Avengers Forever 15. I'm sorry, that's kept the Hulk 13 as well here. They're all 100. These are the sketch covers. They all have regular, I think they're seat covers of color versions of these. Which one will you guys pick? Jeff, go for it.
Oh, that's kind of easy for me, I think, for this one. I'd actually take the Juggernaut with Magneto's face on it too. That is really cool. At first, I was like, "What the hell's going on with this picture? Is there something wrong with Juggernaut?" And I realized it's Magneto's head. So that's cool. You get a 2-for-1 there, and they're both done well. You guys know me. I'm not taking any of these 1-in-100s. I know it's all spec, basically. I love sketch art as well, but I'm not paying a 1-in-100 for it. Not for these books. I'm going to get the color versions. Might get even 2 of each, just because I might like a lot of these more. I kind of dig the King. I kind of dig... Wait, is that Red Skull?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I probably have to take the
cute in the
color.
hand.
Yeah, that's probably have to take the color because it looks a little confusing. That's Dr. Octopus's arm, isn't it?
It goes, the Doc Ock's tentacles go through the whole portrait. Yeah,
that's why. Okay. Yeah, the Kang, the White Queen, and the Juggernauts are pretty decent. Leader's okay, but it's boring. So yeah, Juggernaut wins for me. Captain Marvel.
Okay. I'd probably go with the Kang, to be honest, in this version, because the Juggernaut looks so effing cool in color. He nailed the texture on the helmet perfectly in the color version. And for me, Ross is all about his paints, not about his sketches. His sketches are fine. There's nothing wrong. These are beautiful. But to pay a premium for these doesn't do it for me. I don't love the face on the White Queen. And I think the other 3 are boring. Maybe the Kang's kind of boring too. But I'm reserving my Juggernaut for the painted one, the color one. It's so much better. And there's no Magneto in it, by the way, either. Just sort of weird. Well, I think it kind of makes for a better cover, to be honest with you. But in that version, because those colors, I'm not sure I'd want red Magneto head over brown Juggernaut. I don't know that it would work quite like I want it to. But him by himself, the way he does the texture on the helmet in the color version is so good that's my choice of all of them. If all 12 of them were in front of me and I had to just choose one, it would be the color Juggernaut. But I think in this version, just because Kang is hot right now, I'd pick the Kang.
Okay. How should this? We could go at this in many different ways. For the hottest version, definitely the Kang. The Kang color is awesome, and I agree. The Juggernaut is the shit in color. That's the better one. I am a huge Juggernaut fan. I have a Juggernaut shrine right next to me at all times.
Yes.
This is the comment of the night. She's saying it looks like her House of Nerd counterpart.
But the Juggernaut, I don't like it as much as a sketch because I think the Magneto gets in the way. I get what you're saying, you get a 2-for-1, but I want Juggernaut center. I don't want some other dude kind of like sticking his head in there. It's like, what's going on? But for the actual pencil work, the actual like drawing, I think the Leader is the best one out of this bunch. I think the actual line work, the shading, the artistic art here by that's not wrong, but by Alex Ross, I think the Leader is the best one in my opinion. But can't really go wrong. They're all Alex Ross art. They're all winners, really. So pick your favorite if you want to spend the dough. But I highly recommend the colors. They're a lot better.
If he handed you one of these originals, no matter which one it was, you'd pass out. So,
hell yeah.
So it kind of doesn't matter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, what do you think? The OA would probably go no less than what, 5K?
At least 3.
A lot more.
Okay, at least 3
for the sketched ones. For the painted ones, you're up closer to like 5 digits.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
I think a lot more for both, to be honest.
I think it depends on the character, but either way, his stuff is in the stratosphere. I mean, he's one of those guys you just can't touch his art.
All right, let's move on.
At least not normal folk, anyway.
Yeah,
Magneto photobomb.
Photobomb.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on? Store exclusives. All right, got Ariel Diaz from BTC. Limited 3,000 to 1,000, cost $40. It's Amazing Spider-Man 23. Cool, Mary Jane and Black Cat. Kind of. Okay, Mike, you gotta start it off, man.
There are elements of this that I really like and elements of it that I really don't like. Man, I don't even really know where to begin. Parts of it look a little too smooth to me, like the ottomans and the jeans and stuff look a little bit too like there's a layer of rendering missing. That's for you, Trish. Everybody drink. But I like the clothes. I like the hair. I like the faces. Overall, the layout of the cover is pretty good. It's funny they're just sitting around drinking coffee or whatever's in those mugs, and I love that. I love the black Spidey mug and the red Spidey mug. I mean, they're cool. There's lots of cool choices on here. I think it's missing something that just doesn't quite push it over the edge for me to want to spend $40 on it, or even 20 or whatever the trade dress one costs by itself. Again, with these 3,000, 1,000s. You really have to blow me away. They're not ever going to be worth a damn thing unless it happens to show a character for the first time, which these obviously don't. Then I think you have to really fall in love with the cover, and I'm not in love with this. So it's a pass for me, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think I want to like it, but I don't. In the end, I just don't like it. Too digital. Let's everybody drink too. Yeah, I just don't like it. It's just too digital for me, Jeff.
Yeah, first looking at it, I was like, at first glance, it looks all right. But then once you start really focusing in on different parts of the art, like I really actually don't like Felicia, the way she, like, that neck is really long. Just feels really weird.
Her pants are off too.
Yeah,
are a little low.
The hands. Look at the hands. The fingers. Oh.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think the best part about this art is the Funko plush of Spider-Man and Venom, or Black Suit Spider-Man. Because I mean, and honestly, the art in the back, the actual like
posters,
right? Those all look great.
The cat looks cool.
Yeah, Cat looks more realistic too.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is just weird. Like the rips in her jeans, that's too perfect. It looks weird.
That J.J. Abrams did life lens flare is just out of control in the background.
It's kind of killing me. Yeah. I mean, honestly though, at least he's got the light source right. It's not over the top. It's like the angles is right.
It's coming from the back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming from the back. So I mean, he's okay there.
Trish, I love.
I mean, she's okay. Sorry.
I love that comment, Trish. Everyone draws MJ like this now, like sitting on her feet all the time. Why? Because the one cover, the J. Scott Campbell cover, now everyone's got to do that.
No, like 10 years ago, right?
Or more. I think it's more than that now.
J. Scott, when he did that, pretty much no one else drew it like that. And now everyone's copying it. Like, why don't you be like J. Scott and try to figure out a different pose that looks great and do it that style, in your style? Like.
Agreed.
Stop copying each other. Yeah, it's a pass for me.
Huge. What's up, man? Go Cowboys.
What up, guy?
All right. Yeah, so it's not a winner in our book.
Nope.
Move on.
Sorry.
Another Amazing Spider-Man 23 variant by Ivan Tao. This is from the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. LD 3,000 to 800, cost $50. Jeff.
It's fucking arbitrary 800. What?
All right, forget it. Let's start with Mike. Mike, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No. Just Jeff, you can start, please.
No. I was gonna mention that, but go ahead.
Oh, jeez. Her head looks too smashed, like too smushed this way. I don't know. I don't like it. I like Tao's work too. God. Generally speaking, I don't like this one at all. Although I do like the jeans. I think he kind of got the jeans on this one. I guess her t-shirt's really wet. I don't really know.
No, they painted it on her.
Very clingy. Wow, that's very clingy.
Painted on.
So I mean, the rest of the cover is actually really sexy. The head ruins it for me. Yeah, I don't know why, but it looks like it's like jammed in there somehow, and that really kind of bothers me. The rest of the cover is actually not that bad, and it's pretty sexy, and some of the textures are really nicely done. But again, what happened? What did the printer eat 200 copies of the Virgin, or what are we doing with those? So those tune in on I don't know. Come on. So this is a no. This is a no because the head ruins it, but I do like the rest of it.
All right, Jeff, go.
The hate is growing back. Okay, so it gives me that Janet Jackson magazine vibe without the hands.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the same pose, almost the same kind of curves, everything. The spider kind of freaks me out, so I guess that's okay. The face and the hair color is terrible. I'm sorry, like give me my redhead back. And you're right. That face looks like it's smushed. Yeah, the mouth, the nose. Yeah, I'm out.
She's like, fuck.
And look, we've got all the definition in the shirt of her abs and her belly button, but like, where are the nipples? If we're gonna, so that's actually a problem in this case. Like,
actually, you're right.
It's like she has no nipples. What the hell?
She got a crazy.
Got the nipple guards on, so you can't see them.
I guess.
Maybe she had a crazy box cutter accident. You never know.
Jesus, Big Rob.
I dig the spider though. That spider's dope. That's a giant fucking spider on her hand. I don't know what's going on with that. Is that Ivan Tal's signature? That blue little thing around her elbow?
Is it what?
Is that a signature?
Yeah, the blue
line. That's a signature.
That was like a damn feather. Get this signature out of control. The best bra ever.
Stop body shaming them, Mike.
I wasn't body shaming her at all.
Like Obi-Wan said, that's no bra. Let's move on. All right. Scar number 1 by Gabriel Del Allo by Spectre Comics. It's sold out, folks, so don't try to buy it.
Damn it.
6666 cost $40. Long time ago. Bye-bye. Mike.
I liked it. I'm going to say I liked it in past tense since it's gone. I do. I like it. There's enough of the animation feel to it, which I wouldn't have thought Delato could pull off. But I like the way he does Disney characters. He did the Scrooge McDuck one, and I think there might be one or two others. There's a Mickey one, I think. And then this one, which I think is even a little bit more up his alley because it's darker. But it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. It's definitely different for what I expect from a Disney cover, that's for sure. It's one of the chalk ones rather than one of his painted ones, sort of on that black paper. At least I think that's the way he does these. It looks like pastel on top of black paper, which is cool. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. $40 seems a little steep, but obviously people didn't have a problem with it since they all bought it. But I don't love it. I don't think I would have paid $40 for this cover. I might have paid $25 for it though.
Oh, yikes.
What do you mean they use email info shared from? What is that? I don't understand what that means.
Spectre use email info. Oh, did they share email info with, or did somebody else share email info with them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, stop sharing customer info though.
Oh, they're selling our info?
Yeah. Yikes, that's bad.
That's probably somewhere in the fine print when you damn agree to the agreements, probably. So
where's his nipples?
Actually, I mean, kind of technically, he's right.
Yeah, where's his crotch?
Hey, this
is a lion. It is a male lion. It should be like dingling around.
At least the shadow of some junk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, Disney won't allow you to do that, sir.
Damn you, Disney! I want my junk.
Disney will end your ass.
I would Trish. I didn't want to pay $40, but it's a silly thought in general to think that I don't want to pay $40 because I know this book is probably going for a lot more in the resale market. So, but I still couldn't do it. I didn't buy it just for that reason. So, great cover. It's a winner. Gelato back on it with his black backgrounds, but it totally works. It's cool. I dig it. It's fun. It's a Scar cover that people will be talking about for a while.
Trish, can you throw in the comments? Do you think that the way that I described it is what he's doing? Pastel on black paper? Toss that in there.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because it's almost like he's at some parts of it, he's dry brushing the black cover. I mean, the black background, right?
Yeah, I think it's all dry. I think it's all crayon, as they would call it in France.
I dig it. On black paper.
Is that what he does?
I thought he drew everything on black.
On the pastel ones, I think he does them on black paper.
Yeah, this is what it is.
I think so, but I'm not positive. I'm diverting to the artist in the chat to see if she thinks that's
because all his Disney covers, he's done them all that. All his Disney and Street Fighter covers are all been done that way.
I have the Scrooge McDuck. It's the only one I have, but
me too.
Yeah, I like it. I do get what Trish is saying though. The arms don't look like a lion's arms or legs.
That's true. It does look like a human arm. Oh man, I can't unsee that.
Yeah, I can't actually. Man. Once she mentioned it, I was like, ugh.
It's like some like Sylvester Stallone over the top shit going on right
now. Anamorph. Yeah. So I actually dig the face. I dig the background. Now I can't unsee the damn arm. So I'm out. Thank God it's sold out for $40.
That actually bothers me a lot as I look at it.
It looks really like Arnold looking in the mirror, pumping his arms from back in the day.
I'm gonna pump you up.
It's a male version of Tigra.
Okay, but in general, as a winner, people bought it. It sold out.
Yeah, it's a winner. Obviously, it won.
Yeah, I don't. What's the secondary prices? Let me know in the chats. All right. World TR33, some sort of code for your Windows PC, I guess. Number 1 by Zoe Lache, LE3333. Cost, we don't know. Jeff.
I think it doesn't look right. There's something wrong with it. Maybe it's the arms.
Yeah,
they're shorter, like the delts. Yeah, that doesn't look right to me. I actually liked it at first until I just that detail there is kind of weird. So yeah, this is a pass for me. I actually like her work, but not this one. So I pass. I don't want to go too detailed on it because I don't want to kill her.
Mike, go ahead.
So she does this over made up face thing on all of her covers, which I'm not sure the characters have. So she does this on her Vampirella covers and some of the other stuff that she's done. And I don't know if that's a style choice or if that's a character thing in this particular case. I don't hate the cover itself. And I get that there's something weird going on with that arm up there, but that's sort of the way that would look, I think. Especially sort of coming at you more forward.
I would just think I would see more detail of like skin and muscle.
Yeah, maybe.
The definition.
But you got ribs there. I like the gun. The arms are done. The elbows are done nice and everything. I like the face too. I just don't know if I really like this overly made up thing. Like if the character isn't created that way, it bothers me a little bit if she's just doing that as a style thing. But because it's kind of getting overdone from her stuff now. But I do like the cover overall, though. Kind of gives me some sort of Frisson vibes here and there. Not as good in my opinion, but still pretty close. This book seems like it's going to be hot. I'm not really sure if maybe it's just a lot of buzz around it. It's not, but
it's getting pumped up.
I've never heard of this book.
It is getting bumped up. It's by who's it by? have to look it up. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of hype around this book. I don't know if it's warranted or not, but this could be one of the cool ones.
Is it Whatnot?
300, yeah, it might be a Whatnot. I'm not sure. I have to look it up now. I can't remember, but 333 copies, pretty low. If a book like this takes off, these are the kinds of books people go apeshit for later. So it's kind of sexy. You got some side boob. I mean, I like it. It would depend a lot on the price. But
you want me to ruin it for you?
Oh God,
she got 4 fingers.
Oh shit.
No,
trigger finger.
Is it?
Yeah, her pointer.
Oh God, thank goodness. Okay, thank you. Thank God I was wrong.
It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I think at the right price point, I might take a flyer on this one just because it's a new book that seems like it might have some legs, and it's a nice low print run. So there's a lot of things going for it. New book with a lot of hype, low print run, good art.
But there is, I think, a lot of store exclusives for this too.
There are, and there's actually a couple of good regular covers for it too.
All I think of is Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon, popping out that shoulder.
It felt like she was going for like a Sandman type of vibe. Ish coloring, I don't know, but
it's all right. It's too store exclusive for me. I don't know. That's something about it. I just don't like it. So, all right.
She's not for the Simpsons universe. It's not Lisa all grown up. No.
Yeah. Trash, maybe. Hopefully. All right. There's another one for you. I believe it's the same book. This is by John Jiang, limited 333, set $30. Mike.
I mean, what's not to like? I mean, it's not even just that there's a naked woman on it. It's just like there's all sorts of cool things going on here. You got really cool lighting effects, some really cool, like watery sort of almost looks like you're looking at her through a window or something. And there's sort of water cascading down the window and some really cool color choices. Obviously, beautiful anatomy. Really hard to do feet like that. Some cool foreshortening going on. Again, some side boob. Like lots of cool things going on in this cover artistically. I dig this cover a lot, and I do like Zhang's work in general. But this is better than a lot of the stuff we've been seeing from Zhang lately. I might even consider getting my hands on a copy of this particular one. Is this sold out? Do we know?
I do not know. Wanted Comics online store. Maybe less foot traffic. Maybe it's still available.
I don't know. This is a cool cover. I like this one a lot better than the last one. This is the same book, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this blows the other one away for lots of reasons. Again, look, if I really want naked women that badly, I don't need to get it out my comic books. But there's a lot of really cool artistic stuff going on in this cover that I dig a lot. And yeah, this is very interesting to me. I specifically like, believe it or not, the background elements more than the figure, to be honest with you. And there's really, really cool stuff happening.
Yeah, this is very Johnny Mnemonic, Matrix.
Yep.
The motherboard in the background, the fire, everything about it is so cool. I love the pink hair. The tat looks a lot better on this one. Her body, super fit, athletic body looks really good on her. The Rambo Bowie knife looks dope. It's really well done by Jiang Gang. A lot of times I complain about his art because I can't really tell what's going on, but on this one I can tell exactly what's going on. So it's definitely a winner on his part. Limited 3, of course, a very short print run. It might be available, it might be sold out, we don't know, but $30.
I'm checking right now.
I think it's worth it. You're definitely speccing, investing, or just like the art in general. Definitely pick it up. I think, my opinion. But John.
I dig it, but I also see the problem that some of the people pointed out, like the hands. But that's not going to be too much of a problem with me on this cover. I feel like kind of going off of what Mike was saying, it almost feels like she's being showered with like stardust or like stars. Yeah, so that's really kind of cool.
Really cool.
I dig that. And the background's really cool. It's not a normal Sears background.
No, it's a lot better.
I dig that added additional like yellow and orange in the background, like in those little stars areas, like that all sticks out to me. Like it actually has like a little more meaning. The body, yes, that is probably what you would look like, pretty much like anatomically correct. It doesn't look like anything's out of like the foreshortening or anything is out of place or um that just the hands is probably the only issue. I dig the hair. I dig the side look of the face, the side boob, the tats on the back, or whatever those are. So yeah, it's a cool cover. That's one of Jiang's best recently, at least. So
it's my favorite since that Alice in Wonderland one.
Oh, yeah.
That's an epic cover. That was
the Cheshire Cat one. Still my favorite from him.
And this could be underrated. Who knows? Like this could be one of those ones where, because it's the limitation and how cool this looks and how different it looks, could be a winner if this book pans out.
This could be totally a Terminator cover, just but naked person going through traveling through time or some shit.
I'm not seeing that cover on their website.
It's not out yet.
Out, or it's not released.
Maybe.
When you said Stardust, I immediately thought crazy mercenary Tinkerbell.
Oh damn! You're right. Without her wings are painted on.
Yeah, but she had that vibe to her. So it's definitely a winner by Jiang. Definitely congratulations on his part. Let's move on to and art by Hal Lauren, Bird City Comics exclusive. This is Batgirl. I think that's the name of the book, right? Batgirl. From the pages of Good Boy. This is limited to 100, 50, and 25.
Whoa!
This is a set of 20. So the 100 is $20. The 50 is $40, and the 25 is $80. I'm assuming there's maybe regular foil metal. So I really haven't researched what are these differences, but obviously this is an Overwatch homage of the PS4 cover. Jeff, go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so I dig the homage. I got it right away. You can tell even by the text from the trade dress.
The little triangles do it.
Yes, and I Good Boy is the book with it's the opposite John Wick, right? Reverse roles. The dog is the one that is. I think that's the one. I think that's the book because I think I have them. The dog is the John Wick basically of the story. So Batgirl, I mean that's cool. Maybe it's something, with a cat now. For the homage part, I'm a little irked by the circle part and because it doesn't look like it's exactly one for one. So that kind of throws me off. But this is digital, right?
It's got to
be. It looks digital. It looks too clean. But for digital, because it's a cat, I don't know if I necessarily like it. Because I'm missing some details. I mean, if it's a cat, where's the fur?
Wow.
Maybe that's just the way the character's made. I don't know. But it's okay. It's for the limitation though. If this actually pans out somehow, like the book itself, whoa! Just watch out for these prices later.
I'll tell you where the fur is off the air.
What crack?
Everyone needs to drink just for that one.
I'm Mike.
Bird City knows how to do the video game homages. They just do. I don't actually. This is like one of the few places where I don't mind art being digital because it's a digital video game homage. Yep. Actually works on this.
Makes sense.
This is like one of the few places where I'll allow it. I obviously don't like it generally speaking, but it is the right. It's the right style for this particular book. It would look wrong, I think, if it were in a different style, to be perfectly honest with you. So I think this is a winner for what it is. This does not appeal to me in any way, not the title, not the art, none of it. But as far as this being, 25 copies, which I assume is a metal, right?
It has to be.
I assume metal, and then 50 for the Virgin, and then 100 for the trade dress. I mean, that shit, man. If you're not joking, if this book takes off, this is the book. This will be the cover. So,
and I misspoke earlier. That's actually supposed to be a sticker that's supposed to be on the. It's not part of the actual art on the cover. It's actually supposed to be a sticker that was going on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, the little catnip, downloadable catnip.
That's pretty funny.
That's cool. That's cool. So I think this is it's nailed. This is a great concept, done really well. Even though it's not for me, it's done right.
I love it. I think it's a winner. Let's move on.
Yeah, I agree with Trish.
All right. This is from Unknown Comics of 616. This is Nathan Zerdy, Anti-Hero Gallery. This is X23 Deadly Regenesis, number 2. LE, we don't know. Probably 3,000 and 1,000. Cost $40. Mike?
This doesn't read as X23 to me, which is why I have a problem with it. The art itself is fine. I like Zerdy stuff. There's some cool textures on this one. He got the shine right and the lack of shine in the places where there isn't. I think the claws are too short. The character, the girl doesn't read as Laura Kinney to me. That's not the way I've seen her done any other way, any other time. And so this is like generic girl cosplaying as X23 to me. And I, as a result, don't like it.
Sorry. Jeff, go ahead.
No worries. Just to point out, Trish said that the good girl was is it bad girl? Bad girl is an ash can actually. It's not a full story.
Shit. Ash can. Ooh.
Yeah, she said right here, Ash can too. It's not a full issue. So that's even a bigger deal, actually. Wow. How did you get a store exclusive Ash can? That's crazy.
There's precedents for that, right? I think there's precedents for that.
Yeah, but there's not a lot.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't know. It's amazing.
Yeah, for this, okay. Look, I love Zerdy, but like his Power Girl, Supergirl, Batgirl, this doesn't work. This looks like some chick that's dancing it's a go-go dancer at the club.
Yeah.
Or even a server. Like, this is weird. Too dressed up, too dolled up, too the face is too perfect. Like, this girl has blades on her freaking coming out of her hand. Like, she is not this cute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Even the first Chew cover whoever did the cover on the first X23 book where she's crouching down and kind of looking up at the camera and she's kind of dressed like this. Even that works. This still isn't right. I don't know. That's not what that girl looks like all grown up.
This absolutely looks like a cosplayer. Absolutely.
It does.
Like, not even a cosplayer, like someone who's putting on this costume for Halloween and it's like the slutty version of it.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. When you look on like Amazon for costumes and it gives you like, what do they call those? There's a name for the ones that are slutty.
I don't even know what they call those.
I can't remember the names of them. The glamour version or whatever it is. Like, that's the costume.
Glamour version.
Yeah. Because there's like, they do it for all the sort of sexy characters. There's like
this. To me, this is literally the definition of why
like a stripper.
This is literally the definition of why I personally hate store exclusives a lot of times. It's super generic, super digital. It is boring beyond hell. It's boring. It's just it's like, where's a little face with the throw up that Alonzo puts. It's just this one gives store exclusives a bad name. The art is just so super generic.
I'm upset with all of the covers for the number 1 for this book, and so far all the number 2 covers too. I love this character. I really want them to do something right with her. She's organic. Like, her character backstory is organic. She's so cool. She was done so well as a young girl in Logan. Like, please don't fuck this character up. Please don't. Please. And please do not devalue my NYXs. For God's sake, too.
Her background story is so much more tragic than Wolverine's.
It is. It's so cool. And it's such a great concept that, like, the male gene didn't work 22 times, and finally they decided, let's try a girl, and it works, and that's her. I mean, it's good. It doesn't feel forced. It never felt forced. Please don't screw this book up. Please. Or whenever they decide to use her in the movies as an adult as well.
I agree with Apollo. Don't use the Wolverine suit. Be different.
Yep. Have her own suit. Again, this is what people are complaining about the MCU and about Marvel Comics, is the fact that they reuse characters all the damn time. And it's just, derivatives of them.
Her Laura Kinney suit, the gray and black one that she wears in the previous series, and I think maybe even the series before that, I identify her with that. And there's no mask for that. It's just her face. If you want good covers of this character, go buy the Ashley Witter covers from the last series. They're fantastic, all of them.
All right, let's move away from this disaster. To another disaster, in my opinion. Batman 134 by Clan Crane. The Mr. For the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, limited to 2,000, 1,000. I don't believe it. Cost $60. Mike.
Getting stuck with an extra 1,000 of these couldn't happen to a nicer group. I mean, for lying about it, this is a terrible cover. This really is not good. I don't know what happened to Clayton Crane, but man, I used to love his work. And this is not good. There's no definition to anything. It's just a big mess. The shoulders and chest are ridiculously sized. That expression on his face is weird. It's too much purple. I know, Rob, you're going to be like, there's no such thing as too much purple.
Yes, there is. Just for this one.
We found Big Rob's
his purple threshold. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, maybe Clayton was too busy. Maybe he was too busy stealing people's wives. So
yeah, exactly.
He just rushed this cover and put a bunch. It's Batman. They put a bunch of fucking bats, purple. There he is, Batman. Eat it up, folks.
It's $60. What are you on? Like, what? Come on, man. Like, that. I just don't understand that is not an acceptable price to charge for 2 comic books. I don't give a shit. You better have drawn on it with gold, actual gold leaf, to charge me $60 for something that's going to be worthless.
Man. Okay. First of all, liars. Second of all, why so expensive? Like, there's nothing special about it.
Quite the opposite, sir.
And
what's special about it is just how shitty it is. That's special.
Like, I don't understand the drawing. Like, I really don't. Like, I see bats, but then what the hell is the rest of it underneath him? And it doesn't make any sense.
It's purple dirt. Lots of purple dirt.
Batman is drawn terribly.
You know what he looks like, Jeff? Like a shitty bootleg toy.
Yes, that's what that's what I was thinking. It's or a 3 3/4 toy figure, action figure, because they can't put on the detail on those figures.
I used to buy these at the swap meet. These are the bootleg toys from Mexico, horribly made, for a lot of money now. But
with like really shiny paint on them, like really. Oh yeah, bad. It's got that 1995 Star Wars reissue figures.
Good job, Clayton.
Here's the thing. At first glance, I thought it was broken stained glass, and you're just looking through this broken part. But then I realized it was just all bats, and it just didn't make any sense after that. So I thought my idea was better.
Honestly, besides one face, it's really just a bunch of bat wings everywhere.
Yes.
Like no heads either, just a bunch of wings.
Why?
It's like a bunch of mini stealth bombers just flying around.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
And that's a beautiful way to end this show.
Shit.
That's how we ended it? Freaking Alonzo.
Mike, What do you got going on in your world?
Okay, yeah. So this week, Cover Fire is it's a slower week this week. There's a couple bangers. There's a lot of stuff in my Worth the Second Look section, mostly because there are all 6 Alex Ross covers down there. So Cover Fire is my weekly CBSI article. That's comicbookinvest.com, where I look at all the non-incentive, non-exclusive covers in an article on Tuesdays. So go check that out tomorrow, late morning or early afternoon, depending on your time zone. And then Cover Tunes is this one's taking me a little longer than I anticipated. The research has been really difficult for whatever reason, but soon there will be the Girls of Transformers coming. So that's probably going to be next week now. I'm going to have to push it an extra week because I'm having real trouble with
Is there butt covers for that, Mike?
Alita and Chromia are giving me issues. So, but yeah, I got a couple, but I'm not convinced they're the best ones. So I'm digging deep on this one, guys. It's taken me a long time, but I think you will like the end result.
Did you look at all the con exclusives?
Dude, I've been all over the place. I mean, I've seen so many effing Transformer covers over the last couple of weeks that I don't even know what series they are from anymore.
So we need more robot butt covers, huh?
Robot covers.
Robot covers.
Make it happen, Trish. All right.
Oh man. Yeah, go check out the articles, man. They're great help. It'll give you a good point, reference to when you're going out on Wednesday.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Upcoming shows. Jeff, you take this.
Yes. So on Tuesdays, which is tomorrow, there's going to be a comic book women report, which is usually a market report on a beloved character, current trends, pop culture, whatever's going on, artists, writers, etc. Go check them out because nearing Nerdvana, they have great information. The women are lovely women who have a lot of knowledge in the comic book industry. So, in the comic book world. So go
really
check them out.
Show. Just a really fun show.
It is. And it's good. It's not boring. It's fun to listen to.
It's not dudes.
Yeah. It's not dudes. It's easy on the eyes.
That's
and the great thing is you forget that they're in a sense women, because like in this industry, it's mostly geeky guys who are comic book lovers, and
it's
the
refreshing.
fact that they have so much knowledge that I feel inadequate to go on that show to talk about stuff because they have so much knowledge.
They've researched so much of what they talk about every week, week in, week out. I am the same way. I'm almost afraid to be in the chat some weeks.
Right. I that's why I only watch it and I don't really comment anymore. I'm like, oh, they gone past my knowledge point. I'm out.
Be prepared to find covers that you never thought you'd want to buy, and you're going to go buy them too every single week, man.
Right.
Every week there's something. Jen finds something. Laura finds something that I got to go get. Every time. Never fails.
Also, on Wednesdays, we have Mondo Mail Call when we, me, Jeff, and whoever's available that particular Wednesday, will show our goodies for that week's like toys, comic books, vinyl, whatever we have in hand. We'll show it off. Well, do we have a guest this week, Jeff?
I don't believe so. I don't know when Lobos is supposed to come on. So
not this week. I don't think this week.
Yeah. So that was for a future show. Everybody, we will have Lobos on.
I assume you're not going to ask him why his stuff looks so much like Adam Hughes.
No. Maybe. Actually, I would because maybe he's inspired by Adam Hughes.
I'm going to say it on this show, but I would never say it on that show.
We'll see what we gotta. We can ask him
politely.
Yes, we're not going to be like, oh, kind of rub it in or anything. It's not like that.
You've often been compared to Adam Hughes. Is that flattering to you?
I would think it's flattering. Right?
Why do you homage him so much?
Okay, see, now you're going to get us canceled, bro.
Don't realize that. So no, it's not this week. So we'll have it in the future, I believe. So yeah, maybe we'll have a lot of news. I know there's Oscar news, new trailers, episode series just ended. Star Wars is going strong right now. We'll definitely have a bunch of news. And he's buying the baby Yoda. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. West Coast, 10 p.m. East Coast. join us. Mondo Mail Call here on your Nerdvana channel.
Yes.
And we actually don't have a slide, but also, of course, on Thursdays, there's Long Story Short by the fellas. Tons of great knowledge. Check them out. 6 or 7 West Coast.
I would think it's 6:30 or 7.
Between 6 or 7 on the West Coast and 9 and 10 on the East Coast. Long story short, we Ben, all the fellows there, Comic Millionaire, everybody, great show. Check it out. I love that show. And of course, on Friday, Jeff.
Yeah, it's Nearing Nerdvana. The women are back, and it's a variety show. So they'll talk about whatever subject they feel like is, reasonable to talk about, or it's in the zeitgeist. And usually it's just a good fun Friday evening. Good way to wind down your weekend, wind down your week, and get ready for the weekend. So go check them out. I mean, sometimes you get Ant shows up on the show as well. So it's cool. I like to see all their banter. And
a lot of times with dope giveaways too.
Yes, they always have giveaways. So always check them out. You miss a show, you're gonna miss a giveaway.
All right.
Busted.
No, and the wife just gave me the okay this Saturday morning toy box, 10 a.m. West Coast, 1 p.m. East Coast. I will be here with a new show. I got to go ahead. Good to go. So I'll bring you this week's solicitations, reviews, pre-orders, new releases on the toy world community. Always, every week, a million toys. Never enough time. We're usually exhausted by the end of the show because we talk so much about toys. So stop on by, join us, get your bowl of cereal, your enchiladas, whatever you eat in the mornings. So join us, 10 a.m. West Coast, 1 p.m. East Coast, here on your Nerdvana China. Talk toys.
And maybe
enchiladas in the morning.
Ooh,
hey, it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
I'll eat enchiladas in the morning.
Fair enough.
I hopefully we'll be able to talk about the WonderCon exclusives, maybe because the WonderCon will be the next following week. I know we talked about some before, especially like the Funko stuff, but there might be some other stuff. Who knows?
Okay, well, we'll see if we can find those for you folks. I don't know what's available. And we discussed Funko already, but so I'm not going to retreat that.
Nah.
But we'll definitely look for stuff. And like I said, Saturday morning toy box. Awesome show. Check it out. All right. And is that it? Is that all we got? Oh, announcements. Remember, use Nerdvana 14 for 30 days, unlimited cover price for only 99 cents for new members and basic members only. Nerdvana 14, 30 days, unlimited cover price for 99 cents. And, Jeff?
Well, if you go to Bird City Comics and you saw that Batgirl cover and you want it, you can save 10% by putting in TNH10 at checkout. So go check it out. I don't know if it's sold out. I don't know if it's out already, but if it is, you're in trouble because it's very limited. So hurry up, type in TNH10 and save 10%.
Dude, and it's worth scrolling through the exclusives page because there's some stuff left on that site.
I'm surprised.
I cannot believe it's still there.
Exactly.
Not the big bangers. You're not going to find any, 8 billion genies or anything like that. But there's some other beauties on there that you don't want to sleep on.
Here's another pro tip as well. Sometimes Bird City Comics will either find extra copies, and when I mean extra copies, it's the copies that they set aside for damages that don't get collected. Basically, they don't use them up.
Or
so
sometimes they'll sell one of their personal slabs every once in a while.
They'll just throw it on the site. So always check on the site.
Yep.
Trust me, you'll find a gem.
2 or 3 in the morning. You never know. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that reminds me, there's a cover I want. They still have.
And there's also toys. There's toys on that website too. So check it out.
Yep.
All right. And is that it? Nope. We got also DisplayGeek.com. DisplayGeek.com for all your Funko Pop displays. Just type in the word Team Nerd Herd. Save 10% with your first purchase. The code word is Team Nerd Herd. Save 10% on DisplayGeek.com for your Funko Pop display purchases. And of course, protectors for your action figures, your Funko Pops, any type of toys. They have the protectors there for you. Check it out. Or the casing, what you want to call them. So there you go. And that's it. I'm going to stop sharing. We're all done. Jeff, Mike, final thoughts, notes?
no artists were harmed in the making of this podcast.
That is very true.
I don't know about that.
So maybe Clayton Crane.
Clayton Crane is always going to get a rap. You got to come with the fire, bro.
He came with the fire, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, that man got a little money there, so you got to bring the fire. All right. You want to close us off, Jeff? You want to sound us off?
Sure. You're gonna do the video out. So if you guys want to do it right, collect what you like. Cover horrors for life.